few years ago, I came across an article that was titled 30 Things I Learned Before Turning 30. And I decided to revisit it this week because there were some things in that article that I feel like kind of stuck with me. So I decided to write my own list of, I don't have 30 things, but just a little list of life lessons.
Come on, we got time.
Yeah. I can come up with some on I have a little bit less than 30.
Okay.
Because I thought we could discuss,
Bring it on.
chime in.
I want to discuss.
So I feel like these are mostly things I learned in my like 25 to 30 years old. Like not my full 20s, but my like later 20s. For one, wedding etiquette. I feel like in my later 20s, I went to more weddings. I had my own wedding. But when I was in college and I went to it was the first time that one of my friends got married, and it was like the first time I went to a wedding like without my parents,
Yeah.
And I didn't really know how to get somebody a wedding gift. I didn't know to like check for a registry. So I showed up at the wedding ceremony with a toaster. Like literally sat during the ceremony with a toaster, just put a bow on it.
No box.
There was no table for gifts because you're supposed to just send it to their house. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know.
I just hope that my friend took the toaster home that night. I literally just put it on a table.
I would pay for the picture of Anna sitting there with a toaster.
I just didn't know.
I would pay for that.
I didn't know, and I felt so silly, but it was a lesson that I learned.
Yeah.
I love that.
And
Yeah.
how was it holding it for the toast?
That I should have. I should have. That would have
But
been
I
good.
picture Anna on the dance floor with the box.
With just my toaster. Okay, also, I didn't know this because I don't have kids, and I'm in that phase of life where my friends are starting to have kids. One of my best friends had a baby last year. I didn't know that you're not supposed to give babies water. Did you know that?
They get it through the boob.
I didn't know that either till
I
you
didn't know
have a
that.
baby and
Yeah.
then they'll tell you.
I
Yeah.
did not
Really?
know that.
You just let them dehydrate?
No, they
no,
get
I mean, milk. And
Mother's milk or
the
formula.
mother's milk or formula is made with milk and
But
powder.
you're just not supposed to give them
water and
water.
powder.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Me either.
You didn't know that either. Yes.
Now you
Also,
know.
I think in my later 20s, I learned the difference between being alone and being lonely. Before Ryan and I moved in together, we had gotten a place together, but he didn't move in for a couple of months. So I had that like time period of living alone, and I'm so glad that I did, because growing up, I was like, I'm never going to live alone. I'm always going to have a roommate, or I'm going to live with a boyfriend, whatever. So I didn't plan to live alone, but I did, and I'm so happy that I did. When I was like maybe 26.
What was your
25,
favorite part about
26.
living alone?
I think just honestly learning the difference between being alone and being lonely. Like not feeling like I had to be around people all the time. Not feeling like I had to make plans. Like I could be home alone on a Friday night and be perfectly content. You know?
Nice, yeah.
And I think that's
with no plans.
right. And I think that's something you kind of have to learn in your a young adult
Let me
life.
rephrase that. What do you hate the most about living with someone?
No, I see what you're doing. I see that you're setting me up for something, but I'm not going to fall for that. I think I also, and this was something that was in that original article that I had read a couple years ago, but sometimes it's okay to not know what to say. 2 years ago, one of my best friends lost her brother. And when she was grieving, I honestly did not know what to say because I fortunately have not been through that experience. But I was like, and I told her, I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to be here for you. And she was like, you just are.
Yeah.
She was like, you just are. She was like, I know that you're here
That's
for me.
great.
There is no right thing to say. And I think it's kind of, you come across those situations where it's okay to not know what to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
I think I also, I love to take pictures of everything. Not just like to post on social media, but to like have the pictures. A few days ago, my friend and I were trying to remember what we did for our 25th birthday. And we both went through our camera rolls and we had no pictures from our birthday. And I was like, oh, we were probably just living in the moment. That's great. I want to remember what I did for my 25th birthday. Like, why did I not take a single photo of anything, of like the table or like a person that was there? You know what I mean?
I wish we didn't get mine.
Photos from your 25th
That was the
birthday?
drunkest I've ever been.
Was that the karaoke night Uncle
Yeah.
Daddy and I gave you?
That sounds like a good time.
No, it was not, because then they kept playing it on the radio over and over
But at
again.
least you remember.
It's not that
At
I'm
least
not
you
drunk,
have-
you're drunk.
Yes. Thanks, Shannon.
I also figured out how to pick a credit card that benefits your needs.
Yes.
When I was younger, I feel like every credit card was the same, and it was just like, okay, yeah, you build credit, whatever. But 2 or 3 years ago, I picked a credit card that specifically had really good travel rewards because I love to take weekend trips.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like this weekend, I'm going to LA with some of my friends. We're doing a little girls trip. Half the time when I take these weekend trips, I use points because I picked the right credit card because that's what I really enjoy doing.
There you go.
Wow.
And I think that was a really good life lesson that I learned.
Okay.
So yeah, those are just a few things that I have learned in my
All right.
There you
Or
go.
life
Look at
lessons
that.
before turning
Some
30.
great life lessons right there for you, KiddNation.
I don't know why I said life hacks when I teased it. Those aren't hacks. Those are lessons.
Lessons, yeah.
Yeah.